Well, welcome back to another Around Our Area segment. I'm Mike Flood, and today I'm in Neely at the Pierson Wildlife Museum Learning Center, and Gloria Christensen is here. This is a wonderful facility that you'd never even know existed in Northeast Nebraska. How did we get this?
Well, this wonderful facility is a product of Dr. Pierson and Margaret Pierson, who donated the animals to Northeast Nebraska.
And nobody even knew that he was collecting this kind of a taxidermy, really animal kingdom.
Well, some people knew he had a few animals because they did open their home up to schools. But then later he collected more animals all the time, and it got so large that they had to close it off to the public.
Well, tell me about this. You've got a little bit of everything here. You said you had the big five. What are the big five?
The big five is the buffalo, the Cape buffalo, the elephant, the rhino, the leopard, and the lion.
Oh my goodness. And when kids see that, what do they say?
They're pretty amazed by it. We always tell them it took 8 people to get the elephant up on the wall. And there's a hole in the ceiling that one of the people climbed through to help get him hooked up there. So they're pretty amazed by it.
Do kids ever get scared when they see the animals? Like, oh my gosh, is that real?
Why we take special precaution and talked a lot about taxidermy, that it is an art to preserve animals in its natural habitat. And we tell them that Dr. Pierson always gave the meat to the natives when possible. And so, yes, they have questions, and we try and answer them.
And this isn't really a museum as you think of a museum. The Piersons wanted this to be a learning center, so they want children to come here and see all of these different animals. And being a learning center, what's different about that?
I think it's how we go about helping them understand animals of the world. We talk about the difference between antlers and horns. We talk about knowing the difference between bison and buffalo. And just the fact that many of these animals are animals they won't even see in a zoo because they are so rare.
There's a lot of teacher in you, isn't there? Were you a rural school teacher?
Yes, I was.
I can see it a mile away. You were just teaching away. That's in your blood, isn't it?
It never goes away.
And you'd think those farm kids would know the difference between horns and antlers, but now there's so many kids that haven't had the exposure to the world. Especially here, you've got animals from Africa and all the other continents. If you've got a family, you can't see a black rhino anymore. They don't let you hunt them. It's very rare, and you've got one here.
Yes, we do. It makes his collection very rare indeed. And then recently, someone donated a white rhino. So the students can compare the difference between the two animals.
What are the hours of the Pierson Wildlife Museum Learning Center?
Okay, in the month of October, we're open Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sundays, 1 to 4, or by appointment. In November, we'll be open on just Saturday and Sunday, and by appointments. And they can call for appointments for any day of the week. Just by contacting us.
So, and if you want to know where this is, we're in Neely. If you see the courthouse and you're heading west, you just take a right, before you pass the courthouse, and we're at on East 5th Street, right by the Presbyterian Church.
Yes, we
so,
are.
This is Gloria Christensen. She is a great person to be in charge of this. This is the Pierson Wildlife Museum Learning Center in Neely, Nebraska, and it's on Around Our Area. I'm Mike Flood.